If God exists, isn't it difficult to adhere to God? It is rather the opposite, that if there exists a God, it should make life much easier, because now there exists an help to oneself much greater than anything else. If God exists and we have inner struggles such as depression, anxiety, fear, and sadness that we cannot control or remove, then it would be possible for God to remove it for us if we turn to Him, since He would be our creator and thus be able to remove it. If God is the creator of ourselves and what is within us, is it then not possible for Him to remove the inner struggles we have if we turn to Him? And wouldn't God be able to provide us with deep knowledge within our thoughts to handle life better, provided that God exists and we accept it, that He exists? Then an external source of knowledge from Him will be given to us besides our limited knowledge from ourselves trying to handle things without God. Ultimately, all knowledge comes from God, but if we do not accept God while He exists, then God will not provide knowledge for us to cope with life better. Imagine what you can do with this higher power if such exists. You would reach heights that is not possible by yourself, because the secret to success if God exists is to go through God, since He would be all-knowing and all-powerful, while me and you limited in these concepts. If God exists, none of our problems would be difficult for Him to solve, so we can understand that adhering to Him would only be beneficial to ourselves. But to solve problems in our life, it isn't that we can lean back for God to fix everything. No, reality is that we should struggle to fix our problems, and if God exists, He will make it easier for us to solve our problems if we strive. Now, it is rather difficult to solve everything by oneself without God in the picture, and definitely very hard to cope with life challenges if not God exists in our life. If God exists and we do not adhere to God, then life will become difficult. A phone that is not resistant to water and is exposed to water will take damage. Likewise, if we do not adhere to God while He exists, we will have struggle in life and not function correctly. And so if God exists and we adhere to Him, we will function just as a water-resistant phone does. If God is the one who has created all of this, then He has the answer to questions of life and its success. Life will become easier, not more difficult. Life is difficult and depressing if God does not exist, because then what do we strive for if this life is going to end and we will become no more? And if we go through something unfair that someone has done to us, or we are placed in an unjust environment, how can we ever feel good if not God exists and makes us feel peace inside in those situations?